Ha! Hey, hi. You know what we all need right now? You know what? We need a unicorn. Yes, a beautiful unicorn. Look at this guy. I made it, and I got the kit at artmakersmakery.com. 10% off today. And look what a beautiful guy. Very magical, very magical. Now, you're probably thinking, oh no, I cannot sew, I cannot cut stuff, I cannot do this. But this is the cool part about buying a kit. There is no thinking involved. Everything comes ready for you, meaning that all the pieces are pre-cut. The instructions are amazing, and it's easy for you to assemble together. So it comes with the feeling that you need, everything. But the important part, especially if you are beginning in making felt dolls and animals, is that it comes pre-cut. So really there is no mistake. It's mistake proof here. Even if you touch the needle for the very first time, it's mistake proof. Very cool to make, and very fast too, which is also a cool thing. Let's say you take a couple of hours, or if you do a little bit today, a little bit tomorrow, you may take a little bit more, but then you have this gorgeous unicorn. And who doesn't want a unicorn? It's such a magical creature, of course. Now, it's also a great thing if you want to give end of the year gift to a teenager. Yes, because, it's always important to understand that with our hands, we also work feelings, we also work emotions. And when we are making something, we are thinking it's going to be like this, or I'm going to paint the horn like that. And we are making decisions that when we see in a concrete way, it becomes reality. So it's a very good exercise. Of course, there is a needle involved, so young teenagers need to have some adult supervision. But really, this is an amazing way for you to create a project that, fulfills your heart. Is a beautiful piece for you sometimes to decorate a corner in your house. And it's just a quick buffer for you as well. As crafters, we tend to make some very complicated projects. It's part of who we are, right? We like challenges, and then we go and create this big project that sometimes takes a lot of time to finish, or it's very complicated. Sometimes it takes actually years. So we need to have projects in between that just allows our brain to buffer, not to have to think about anything, just have a good time making it. And that's the case when you have a kit. Because again, it comes with prepared things for you. You just follow the instructions and you get it done without overthinking anything. And this unicorn, like I told you, is at artmakersmakery.com, and it's 10% off while we are here. Now, the other thing I like about kits is that I don't have to make choices about colors, or go looking and end up buying, for example, a whole skein of yarn just to make the tail and the mane. I don't have to do that. It comes with enough for me to make the first one, and I don't overspend money deciding what I'm going to use, and then maybe having the skein stay forever at home because I don't have another thing to use with. And another thing that I like about kits is that it allows me to understand how the construction is, make the first one, and then I can get some felt, for example, that I have at home just standing in a drawer, and make others and make a whole collection, because that's the real fun. You learn with the first one, and then you make others, and you can have a whole herd of unicorns. Isn't that super cool? As gifts, they are adorable as well, right? Especially for kids. I mean, I don't know, one little princess that doesn't want a unicorn, right? It's a big thing. So you can make, and they will just love that, right? And maybe have it for many years. Felt is a great material. I actually love felting because it's so versatile. And again, it's mistake proof. It doesn't fray. You don't have to worry too much about it. When you're sewing, it covers really well. So it's really an easy material for you to work with. But at the same time, it has a very cool end result. I really make tons of stuff out of felt because I love it. I think it's perfect. It's perfect for decoration, for parties, for giveaways, gifts, and even to sell. Because the fact is that if you had a whole herd of unicorns, you would sell them very, very easily in the very first bazaar or Christmas shows that you went to. Because again, it's something magical that a lot of people have attraction to. And of course, with kids and princesses, unicorns, they are always hand in hand. So it's a no-brainer, right? Now, again, let me just tell you what comes in the kit that you can get at artmakersmakery.com with 10% off today. It comes with the felt pieces all pre-cut. So that's really is a huge time saver, and it avoids any frustration because you know they are perfectly cut and they're going to perfectly fit. Not many parts, which is another important part when you're thinking about kits and creating pieces. A horse is a very complicated anatomy and structure by itself, and here you can see that you may have 5 to 7 pieces of felt that you're going to put together, which is not much for the end result that you see, because you can see here it is a perfect horse, right? It has everything in the anatomy of a horse that you need for a felt doll. Of course, it comes with a yarn, it comes with the feeling for that, it comes with the pipe cleaner wires for you to give the steady structure so it stands anywhere you put. So the eyes, the little beads for the eyes, has everything that you need, nothing is missing. So you sit down and a couple of hours later you have a beautiful unicorn. It's a perfect thing for you if you're traveling, especially for the end of the year. You might be traveling here and there. This you can carry with you in the car. If you're not driving, you can get it done. It's all handmade. You don't need to have a sewing machine for this at all. And the stitch that they use to create the horse is very simple. So even if you never did this before, you just follow the instructions. It's going to be super easy for you. Again, a beautiful, beautiful gift if you want to give the final piece, but of course is also a great gift as a kit for other people that you know that love crafts, or for teenagers as well. Because again, we spend, especially the very young generation, they spend a lot of time on digital products, and let's not get into the conversation if it's right or wrong, but it's a lot of time not actually making anything. It's just virtual, it's just abstract, and we need more than that in our lives, right? That's what I told you at the beginning. Dealing with emotions and things like that is when we see things done, and this is a great way to show that process without saying a word, because they start making, and at the beginning, of course, when I'm putting 2 pieces of felt, may not look that great because it's not ready, right? And it brings that flur of emotions of, oh, I don't know if it's going to be good, maybe I'm not good for this, oh, it's looking ugly. All those things are normal in the process. But then as you end finishing the piece, well, you have a masterpiece, right? And then you're super satisfied with that. And the moments that you're sewing and feeling the horse, not only are they satisfying too, but they are teaching you patience. They are teaching you that there is a process that needs to be fulfilled. It's very good for the brain because you're just doing a repetitive motion, so you don't have to think about anything. It gives, if you're going through a difficult time, it gives time for your brain to relax. So it has everything good about it, nothing bad about it. And again, once you learn how to make, you can make others using whatever leftovers you have at home for felt and yarn. Even though this rainbow yarn is just gorgeous, and that's the one that comes with the kit. So there's not much to say about kits, right? You already know. The main thing I hear with my friends, why do you like kits? And I ask them quite often, is really because they don't have to overthink anything and everything is there for them. So it's just fun time. It's just something, again, to let the brain buffer. And at the end, you have a piece that you think, oh, it's pretty cool. Now, can you believe that this tiny box can make this amazing unicorn? You can see it's quite a big guy here. And again, anybody that looks at this say, oh, a unicorn. So, the only thing left for you to do is get started building this. So you go to artmakersmakery.com, artmakersmakery.com. Makery.com, and get this right on the front page, 10% off today because we are live today, and you start making your unicorn. Again, you can use this for the end of the year as a gift, or you can buy more kits and use the discount there so you can give people so they can make their own unicorn. And then, just by giving this to friends and family, you're going to have a herd of unicorns out there. So artmakersmakery.com.